were just sitting here thinking about how fast we just got those fish in the boat. I had 3 fish in the boat as of around 12:30 when we pulled into this spot. And I was saying that's similar to exactly what Takahiro Omori did. He pulled into a stretch of bank, no bigger than this little stretch that we're fishing. He had been flipping baits and working other baits, and he had 2 fish, I think he had, in the boat. And then he tied on a little shallow running square bill crankbait, and back to back to back, like all those fish, I caught them within probably 5-10 minutes, the last fish that you caught, almost consecutive casts. And we were just joking, because a minute ago I just said to Steve, I knew it, that's just what Takahiro Omori said. He sounded just like that when he caught his fish. He knew those bass were in there, he knew they'd hit that crankbait, but sometimes you really got to stick with it. You know, the last half an hour of a day, you know, everybody else right now that's having the same type of day is down, thinking about their food and about going home, because I've been there and felt that way. And if they hadn't made the decision to come in here or hadn't had the confidence in the lure to keep throwing it, you'd think, man, I couldn't have done any better than that today, than those 2 fish, but you really could have, because now I just caught 3 more in that last few minutes. Now I've got a nice limit. That last one just called out one of my smaller ones from this morning, and now I went from being, you know, in 50th place up into the top 20, or at least top 30 even in a big tournament. And if I can get 1 more fish in this last, say, hour, you never know what could happen.
Okay.
I really want to take the time to talk about confidence and how it affects the way that you fish. Today out here, early in the morning, I picked this rod up. It's a rod that we normally use, and this is an Abu Garcia reel. Decent reel, nothing wrong with it. It's a classic reel, but it's not the standard reel that I use. I normally use either a Shimano Chronarch or a Daiwa Millionaire, and those are the baits I feel comfortable with. I mean, the reels I feel comfortable with. So when I first picked this up, today I didn't have the other baits ready, so I picked this bait up and threw it, and I said, man, I really don't like the way this bait's casting. We weren't really catching that many fish, and I just didn't feel right. I was having trouble casting. I just didn't ever feel right. Now we got into an area where I made the right decisions. I found a good piece of water for the technique that we're using, and it paid off. We just caught 3 or 4 really nice fish in like a 10 or a 15-minute period when it's really tough. The day's been pretty hard, and we turned a pretty bad day into a good day. And right now, I was just saying how funny it is. Right now, I feel like with this rod and reel that earlier in the day I had no confidence in, and I wanted the other rods and reels. I feel like I could beat you with this and do anything I want. I could put the bait anywhere I want, work it through the cover, and I mean, feel 100% sure that I couldn't work the bait any better. And that goes to show you about confidence. Confidence is everything. That's a lot what Rick Clunn talks about. And I'll admit, when you first hear it, it sounds like a lot of mumbo jumbo, how he's talking about in the zone and what it's like to be in the zone. But the more and more I fish and the more time I spend on difficult bodies of water, unique bodies of water, and I fish a lot of these tournaments, it's unbelievable how important confidence is. You just fish better. Now that I know that I'm in the right area and that I'm doing the right thing and I feel in tune with the fish, all of a sudden this reel that I was having trouble casting, I can put the bait anywhere I want. It's just amazing. Confidence is so important. That's why when all else fails and the fishing is tough, you should always pick a lure, a rod, and a reel, and even to the line, if it's sensitive and you feel what's going on, that you're confident with, and you'll fish much better, and hence you'll catch more fish. It's something that you really have to take time on your own to experiment with and see what your confidence bait is, you know, and when you're confident. But once you figure it out, it's amazing. Every day I'm on the water, I learn more and more how important confidence is.